Hi there, I'm Opa. I'm 67 years old, and I just started my first YouTube channel about 2 weeks ago. It's called What's Up, Opa? And it's a place where I share some simple life stories, some household tips, some grandfatherly advice, that sort of thing. But today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today, this one's for anyone who ever thought, could I really start a YouTube channel at my age? Well, what I wanted to do was take a few minutes to tell you how it's going for me after 2 weeks of diving into this. So right now, as of the time I'm filming this, I'm 16 days since I started up my channel. I've got 6 full-length videos posted, anywhere from 9 to 12 minutes, and 2 short videos posted, both about a minute and a half long, something like that. I've got a grand total of 13 subscribers, but I didn't start this to become famous or to become a millionaire, before I turned 70 or something like that. I started this because I wanted to share what I know, share the things I love, maybe brag about my grandkids a little bit, but, try to help people a little bit with some advice and things I've picked up over the years. So I retired a few years ago, and like most people my age, I've got some stories to tell. I got a few tools in the box still. I've got some life advice that I can hand out that may or may not help somebody along the way. And maybe I've got just a little bit of wisdom to pass along. So I thought, why the heck not? I mean, ideally, I'd like this to grow to the point where I get monetized. That would certainly be nice. But realistically, I don't know how realistic that is. But time will tell. What I have realized, though, even in just these 2 weeks, is that there's a lot of fun. I'm getting a lot of enjoyment just out of producing these videos and telling some stories and sharing some things. So there's an end to that in and of itself, just the enjoyment part of it. So it feels good knowing I'm putting a little bit of good out there into the world, maybe helping somebody with a problem or giving a little nugget of advice that helps somebody through a bad spot. So here are the things that kind of helped me get started. There were a couple of YouTube channels that particularly helped me. There's one called something like Old Man Mike. We started a YouTube channel at 80 years old. It was really quite inspirational listening to his story. That's what kind of got me off the bubble and actually decided to try doing it. There's another guy I listen to quite a bit called Rob the Mariner. He's not quite as old. I think he's maybe in his 50s or something. But a lot of the same thing, starting it at an older age than your typical YouTuber. And he's got a tremendous amount of instructional videos and advice on how to go about this. I'll leave links to those 2 gentlemen and several other YouTube channels I've found really helpful. I'll leave links down in the description below. My personal background, I've done amateur photography and videography for years, and I've done some video editing. I'm somewhat familiar with DaVinci Resolve, and I already owned a copy of it, so that part of the learning curve has not been too steep. I've never been shy about speaking in public, so speaking to the camera hasn't been a big deal, so that part has not been too tough of a challenge. The YouTube part, I did not have the slightest idea. I've consumed a lot of YouTube content over the years, but I had no idea how to actually go about producing something, and all it went into starting a channel that people might actually be interested in. So besides those guys with their instructional videos, I've also made a lot of use of ChatGPT. I went ahead and signed up for a plan with that. That's been a tremendous help for getting ideas and helping me get my thoughts straight. There's a program that you can purchase called vidIQ, which gives you really good analytics and a lot of research that you can do on different topics and keywords and title suggestions and things like that on YouTube. I bought a year plan for that. That looks like that's going to be worth the investment. I use Canva for generating the graphics for my thumbnails and some of the stuff for my channel, the banners and some of the stuff there. And there's an online community called SKOOL, SKOOL, and they've got a couple groups that I particularly enjoying. One's for older content creators like myself, and another one is for storytelling, which I've found to be really helpful. And again, I'll leave links to all those programs and some of those, that the SKOOL and some of the other stuff I'll leave down in the description below. But, you know, there's so many things to learn, and to me, that's a big part of the fun, is figuring out how to do these different things, how to make it a little bit better. That's a big part of the enjoyment for me. So the biggest lesson I've learned so far is to just start. Don't wait. It's never going to be a perfect time. You're never going to have all your ducks completely in a row. It seems like the advice I saw was just jump in and just do it. And I think that's pretty good advice. That seems to have worked out for me so far. So, like I say, I am not calling myself a successful YouTuber by any stretch, but I'm confident. I'm confident that I'll just keep plugging away at it and improving a little bit each time. And that would be my advice to you. You're not too old to start it. Mike did it at 80 years old. Okay, we gotta stop here. Grammy Gold wandering by in the background. All right, so the biggest piece of advice I could give you, if you're wondering about this, is just start. Don't wait for it to be perfect. Don't wait until you know the answers to all the questions. That's never going to happen. I followed that advice to just jump in, and I probably knew just a fraction of what I probably need to know, but it's worked out so far. The videos are turning out okay. Everyone's getting a little bit better. I cringe when I look at my very first video. It was a nice topic with talking about too many hobbies, but I look at it now and I realize I didn't look at the camera the entire time. So the whole video looks like I'm looking at something over your shoulder, but you know, you learn. I would not call myself a successful YouTuber yet, not by any stretch. With 13 subscribers, it's kind of laughably low, but I got confidence that if I just keep plugging away at it, things will improve. And at some point, it sounds like the way it works out, you'll get a video that'll suddenly strike a nerve and get popular, and that'll pull up all the rest of your stuff and things will start rolling. So I'm confident, I'm hopeful, and most important, I'm having fun. So my advice to you would be, if you're even considering it, just jump in and start it. There's absolutely nothing to lose, and it is a lot of fun. It's a good feeling like I'm actually giving something of a somewhat value to somebody out there. So anyways, it's time to wrap that up. I'm in a hotel room. My grandkids are in the other room being very patient while I finish this up. I'm going to go back to posting some more advice videos. My last one was about furnace systems. So the next one will be some grandfatherly advice. I'll see what inspiration strikes me here the next few days. And then hopefully maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks, I'll do another update video, something like this, just to let you know how things are going. See if I've broken 20 subscribers yet, or if I've suddenly gone viral with something. I don't suspect the latter. So anyways, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like and the subscribe button. That really does help the algorithm get this stuff out in front of more people. If you want to leave a comment, would love to hear it. Love to hear your stories about what you've tried or what your thoughts are with starting something like this. Really like to hear your stories. So anyway, so this is Opa signing off. So wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a great day. Thanks a lot.